Today we're going to give you the base link for an insane base built by Dima. It can defend every strategy in the game, including from some very well-known players. Is there a better way to start a base link video than with a defense against one of the best air spammers in the world, Votin, who's coming in with the recall version of the army here, wherein you start the queen by herself on the right hand side, recall it to the other side of the funnel, and then spam the dragons or the hydra in the middle. So the queen's chilling on the right hand side of the base. The giant arrow there got rid of one of the sweepers. Honestly, everything so far is going perfectly for Votin. So there goes the recall, and I believe, well, we'll use one dragon there to set a funnel for the queen and for the other dragons. Really smart dragon, actually. Shows that it's not just a pure spam attack strategy all the time. Then we've got the king and queen on the left hand side. They're going to set a mega funnel together. Then we get the warden ability for the blimp. Early rage and freeze, but have a look at this. The blimp gets opened up early, right on top of the giga bomb. The loons get spun in the NATO, and the town hall lives. Now, Dima shared quite a few replays with me today, and I'll say this is one of the few ones where the blimp didn't get the town hall, but none of the blimps, I mean this, none of the blimps got any additional value with the clone spells. All the clone spells did was secure the town hall. So this town hall is so well baited with giga bombs, with giant bombs, giga bombs, air bombs, the tornado. It is such a strong setup, and that's really powering this base, because hydra, very common in the meta, at least when there isn't an event live in game, and you got to be able to stop it, and this base does an excellent job of that. Defensive queen kills the royal champion. You love that, and I am not going to watch the next minute and a half of this. All I can tell you is that Votin doesn't get the 3-star, because as you can see, can't reach the scatter shot here with the queen, or well, the warden can. I'm guessing that's how this gets kind of close. Regardless, we're not going to sit around and wait for a minute. What a great defense to start the video. Now we're going to see a Super Witch Fireball attack strategy, and you're going to see the jelly used here. Now, I can quickly confirm to you that that last attack got to 91%, so the warden died pretty quickly. Then there was like one cleanup minion or archer, and that's why it took so long. So the attacker here going to come in with a rage spell, and this fireball I really like to show about the strength of this base, because the fireball here is going to go for the fire spitter. Now, you still get good value there in terms of an attacker, but notice how the clan castle is set 5 tiles away from the fire spitter here, so that the clan castle is going to stay safe. Now, the attacker still kind of gets what the attacker wants in terms of good value, but no CC. There just isn't much value around the CC on this base unless you can somehow get to this multi-archer tower, or the multi-arch tower that would be right here, but that is really difficult to do so. So attacker now pulls the warden back, starting with the Super Witch part of the attack here. But what I really like is, look at how early the funnel is set here, right? Because it actually takes quite a while to pull the warden with the Super Witches all the way over the monolith here. This has been like 25 seconds since the fireball happened. That is invaluable time in an attack strategy that's often lamented for being quite slow. And whilst the funnel here is beautiful, the Queen and Siege Barracks have been dealing with a lot of fire, and the Super Witches, look at how much time they're taking here. This is so slow. Now, a beautiful invis here allows the monolith to go down nice and easily. The king, I don't know why it didn't get the jump to go into the town hall compartment. Doesn't matter in the end, because obviously got the earthquake boots on the king. But still, this attack has moved so slowly. Look at how far back the Super Witches are. I feel like they've done nothing in this attack. Now, that might be a little bit of user error, but it's also just the base being really well set up to stop this entry, not from a damage perspective, but just from a slowness perspective. So king ability goes off there. The warden has gone down, because the warden's always going to cut the corners in these attacks. I don't know why it came in with the royal champion straight into all the defensive heroes, but I can kind of see why, because where else were you going to use the royal champion? The queen's chilling on the top side, and the Super Witches are doing their best in the core. Where were you going to get value with the royal champion in this hit? Because there wasn't really that much long left in the hit either, so it was always going to come close to time. Tried to speed it up and failed badly, and this area of the base is super toxic. You're going to see it in the next 2 replays we show. This area of the base is the reason, outside of what we saw in the first hit against the Clone Hydra hit, this area is what makes the defense of this base awesome. Now we're going to see a Warden Charge Rocket Balloon attack, and this is the strongest attack strategy in the game, outside of events obviously, and you need to be able to defend it if you want to move up the leaderboards. Now, if you're going to use this base in mid-legends, obviously you won't see this army as much, but you will see Hydras, you will see Root Riders. I'm actually not going to show a Root Rider replay in this video because I don't want the video to be 15 minutes, but so many of the Root Rider defense replays that Dima shared were like -20, -22. Root Riders really struggle on this base, so don't worry if you're in mid-legends and you're not seeing these hits. You're still going to get defenses against the army. And here's the thing about this. Everyone wants to use the fireball here on either the poison tower or on the town hall building, because you're going to get insane value. But getting your warden there is so difficult, and the ricochet cannons on this base are a complete nuisance. So have a look at this here. This is really well done in the end, but there's only so much you can do. So all these invis, but there's no trash buildings to pull the warden out of the base. He's going to charge after the town hall and does die. Now, did the attacker get awesome value? Yes. So, still potentially savable from here, but had to sacrifice the warden to do so. And if I'm running a base and it forces the attacker to sacrifice the warden like that, I see this as an absolute win. Also had to use so many spells just to get that fireball off. We got the Queen, actually runs the Frozen Arrow with the Queen, so I'm guessing this isn't an unusual thing. But look at this, the Town Hall is wrecking the healers. Really smart log launcher here, trying to finish off the Town Hall, because look, the logs are hitting the Town Hall, but this multi-archer tower just picks it off in time. I reckon, yeah, one more log would have finished off the Town Hall. Most of the healers gone down. The King does not reach the Town Hall with the Earthquake Boots, and this hit is slowly falling apart. Rocket balloons to the Town Hall. But what I like about this hit is I don't think this is a bad attacker at all, and I don't think they did a bad attack either. A lot of the time when we did base link videos at Town Hall 16, sorry, the attacker would have to make some monumental mistakes or just be kind of bad at the game. Sorry if you featured on a Town Hall 16 base video. I promise you're not actually bad at the game. But some of these replays, you're going to see the attacker in the next video. You definitely recognize his name. Some of these replays are genuine. Are definitely genuine. So, RC fighting skeletons, pops the rocket spear and hog puppet ability, and is actually going to clean up the base here, but time fails. So, shows how strong this attack strategy is, but I mean, this attack is legit. Really nice recovery. Did really well with the fireball to get it to work, but couldn't get the job done. The base did everything it needed to help Dima out. Now, if you disagree with me and think this is an easy area of the base to do a warden charge, may I present to you Bernal, who's going to attempt to do a similar charge to the one we just saw and have even less success. And it's all about these ricochet cannons for me. I mean, the ground bows are nice, but the ricochet cannons make it incredibly difficult to get headhunters in to deal with the minion prince and the defensive king here. And have a look at this. So the warden in a lot of trouble. The headhunters come in, but they get completely wrecked. Poison tower goes off, and Bernal gets even less value with the fireball. Now, he does end up getting to 86% here. I'm not going to show the whole hit because it ends up being pretty similar to the last one, but just proving how toxic this area of the base is for fireball attacks. And we're going to finish off with a different army completely. This is the Thrower Smash army. Now, is this the strongest Smash army in the game? No. Do you really need to be worried about defending it? No, but I figured I'd show you guys something new because this attack strategy is really cool. And I think the way this hit fails showcases that the base is going to be reasonable against Super Witches as well. Is it going to be as strong? No, because Super Witches are unbelievably powerful. But you still definitely have a chance. Now, I mean, the poor siege barracks. The poor siege barracks gets completely wrecked. But you can see, yet again, the benefit of these ricochet cannons on the outside of the base really forces the attacker to make some tough decisions. Healers getting wrecked here. I mean, the throwers are going to take their time shooting at it. Not sure why we're not sending the loons in yet. Yeah, the bad day to be a healer, honestly. But that's not what this hit is about. So nice Giga Bomb there, pushes the king back. There goes the Earthquake Brute ability. The air defense does eventually go down, but have a look at this here. So the Rage Tower is about to go off in the core. I want you to see how quickly these throwers melt. Do they have as many healers as they're meant to? No, but I don't think even if you had 5 healers, that's going to help here. Look at this. They all get melted. The Queen's getting melted on the outside of the base as well. She's about to go down. Royal Champion comes in, and she's got to fight the whole CC. And unless you're running the Electro Boots, which I still recommend you running with ground attack strategies, but unless you're running the Electro Boots, what chance do you, even with the Electro Boots here actually, what chance does the Royal Champion have? She's just going to get completely wrecked, and look at this. Super low % hit, and these are the hits that matter in Legends League because it's your chance to go a big plus on the day. The base link for the video today will be down in the description below along with the CC, but you saw it in that hit. 2 Ice Golems with 3 Rocket Balloons did so much damage, but if this base isn't enough for you, don't worry, we released another base a couple of days ago. We're going to link that on the left. That is Sarwan's base at Town Hall 17, which is also defending amazingly.